Ta-da! Not the usual opening, but here we go. Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. From time to time, people contact me saying, hey, I love your channel, let me send you something, and they send me or they don't send me. Whether it's to do review, whether it's for them to get a bit of publicity or whatnot, it does happen, actually, more often than you might think. Maybe because my channel's growing, but who knows. But anyway, these are some custom heads that I received from Jacob Hill, who does customs, obviously. So let's put a link in the top right to his Facebook page, Hilltop Customs. You can check out his sort of paintwork and stuff there, because these heads do look amazing. And he also has an Instagram account, and that's Jacob Rick, or Jacob Rick, one word, 4272, one word, which you can check out too. And again, I will put a link in the top right of your screen. But he does share some of the credit with the designer and the printer, because Jacob printed some. I believe another guy, Kevin Olsen, printed some too, and he's the designer of these. His Facebook group is Rogue Printing Machine, the Redo, or Redux, depending on how you want to pronounce it, I guess. And he also has an Instagram again, which is Rogue Printing Machine. Again, that's all one word. So they sent me, or Jake sent me 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 heads it looks like, and they look fantastic. Particularly the two on the ends, not because they're sci-fi, I just think they're really good. Let's get a close look. So I'm going to have to zoom out for this, otherwise it'll be wrong way, way too close, and I'll bring it towards the camera. Okay, that should be okay. So let's have a look at the first one. That has a nice, maybe a bit bigger again. There we go. That is a nice looking sculpt. I like that. There's a bit of a ridge on the back, which is meant to be there, which is good to add some texture to it. You can see inside the opening there how the color was before it's painted. Good paint job as well, I have to say. In fact, if we have it, okay, let's really have a look at Jacob's paint skills here. Very accurate on the brush. There's not much or any leakage I can see at all, in fact, on the eyes to the other surface. Very, very cool indeed. Good job. This is just an opening, so there's no sort of lowered down part. We'll check compatibility a bit later. Right, stick him over there. So next two are the same. So let's have a look. I think I prefer this blue looking one. It looks like let's say a Stormtrooper helmet that's been modified, maybe. Or it could be a 40k helmet, I don't know, but it's pretty cool. Again, it's just the opening here. But the detailing is fantastic. The paintwork is really good too. And again, the eyes look great. Got that sort of gloss look on the eyes, and I can't see any or very minor paint seepage leakage onto the other colours. Very, very nice. Other head is the same in a red colour. And these eyes look even better because that gloss really shows in that green, that shiny part. Absolutely fantastic. Great, great job all round. Good job by Kevin and Jacob both. Okay, let's have a look at Hellboy, then the Skulls, and the last guy. Now, I love Hellboy, the first two movies at least. But I'm not a fan of this style. You know, the sort of cartoony style. But having said that, the sculpting and printing is top notch, and the paintwork really does capture the look. So again, you know, I may not like the style, but I can't fault this. This one's got sort of a lowered neck, you can see, very, very round there. Let me take the back. I can fault this. That round neck, depending on what body you put in, could be an issue because it look a bit unnatural. But that's just a minor thing, you know. But that is very, very nice indeed. Okay, let's go to the Skulls. Not sure I'd have chosen the light blue myself personally, but that does work so well. And it is a top-notch paintwork. Nice weathering. You got the recesses, the eyes done. Is this articulated? Yeah, it's articulated jaw as well, which is fantastic. I love the little thing sticking out of his head as well. Very cool. Against a lower down neck, which makes it not so great to put on a skeleton because that's not like a vertebrate sort of look, but it will have compatibility with probably more figures being like this. Okay, next skull head. This one is a fixed jaw. Let's have a quick check. Yeah, more of a traditional sort of colour. Is that blood or sinew there? Could be either. Good paint job again. Weathered, been in the ground a bit. Or perhaps it's newly raised by a necromancer. Who knows? Great again on the on that one. Next one is a green skull, and this one is a articulated one. It's slightly more subtle on the inking and shading, but it does work really well. Again, it's not a sort of colour you traditionally would use, but it does look good. The jaw feels a little bit loose, but that's nothing major. Again, it's a round neck peg, so pretty cool. Or circle, I should say. This one is this articulated? It feels like it should be articulated. Actually, I think it might be a fixed jaw. I don't want to push it any more than that. Looks like a fixed jaw. Perhaps a little, no, I wouldn't say heavy. Perhaps a little bit heavy on the inking, but not in a, oh my god, bad way. It does look great. But though doing yellow is really difficult actually to get a really nice job, and this is a nice job. Looks good. He's painted where he needs to underneath into the jaw. Looks nice. Do check out Jacob and Kevin's work on those links. And if you can't, or if I couldn't put them in the top right earlier, they'll be in the video description. Do check that out. And then Red Skull, who's an Avenger. Badumsh. Yeah, he's got this A in his head there. Great sculpt, nice. Always got a number there too. Nice looking paint job. Anything on this side I can see? 4 and 4, very nice indeed. And last, and probably my favourite, is this sci-fi one, which reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy sort of styled a little bit. But his brain explode, which is fantastic. Look at that. And nice and shiny and wet. And is there much bleed? No, that's not bleed, that's the sculpt there. Jake has done a fantastic job in avoiding paint bleed. Very steady hands. It's a nice sculpt as well. This one is just a flat opening. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit now, or at least try to. Boop, 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 boop. And let's have a look at compatibility. So I'm going to use a what should I use? A Joy Toy, which has been modified by me. I will use a Planet Green no, that Planet Green is the same as the Joy Toy, since it's the same neck peg system. Well, usually it's the same. I think the Boss Fight Studio might be the same as well. Yeah, Boss Fight Studio is going to be the same as well. So the Joy Toy will double up for Boss Fight Studio and Planet Green Valley. However, I will use another Joy Toy. I'll use a 40k Body Worn Invicta Warsuit Pilot, because their neck peg is slightly bigger, I believe. I'll use an Acid Rain World, whose one might be a bit smaller. And I'll use a Fortnite. I'll stick there. I had to quickly stop the video and restart a bit later because my phone was getting a bit too hot. My camera on my phone, my very good camera on my very good phone. 4K filming does overheat the phone sometimes. Okay, so we are back. Let's have a look at compatibility. Let's go with this head first. Looks a bit too big for your Fortnite, but a bit of work on that. That will work. Joy Toy, it's going to need a long neck. Sorry, Joy Toy 40k. For this, I need a long neck peg to make it work. So I'm going to work on that one. On the Joy Toy, other Joy Toy, looks a bit big, but it does work, and it should work. I say work. The hole's a bit big on the head. On the Acid Rain World, that does look good, but again, you need to either be the easy way and putting like blue tack around that so it sticks, or you can do some PVA glue around the insides of the hole and let that dry. I've got a video about that somewhere. I'll stick a link in the top right of this if I can. And that'll give it a grip. But that does look good on him, I have to say. So that's okay, not tight. Let's look at the skulls. No, this one hasn't got a neck peg, so it should look okay. Oh, yeah, it looks really good. Look at that. Obviously, it doesn't stay on, but that does look fantastic on the Fortnite figure. That is like, wow. So the ones without neck pegs look amazing on a lot of Fortnite. Are going to look a lot amazing on a lot of Fortnite figures. That is fantastic. That reminds me of Skellywags TV. If you're not subscribed to Skelly, you can subscribe to him. Again, if there's space, I'll put a link in the top right. If there's no space, then I will put a link to his channel in the video description. He's got some great stuff in his channel. Okay, and then it's not going to work, we know on this already. It's like, nah. And then with this Joy Toy here, it works, but it looks oversized. But the original head for this was quite small, which is a shame, and it should work quite well with the Acid Rain World, I think. But it does look a little bit hunched and oversized. Okay, let's find a skull with the neck going down. Now that's going to look silly on the Fortnite because it just sits way too high. However, on the 40k figure, where their neck peg is recessed, I suspect... Oh, it's almost a good... Yeah, it's a fit, look. Look at that. That is decent as well. And you can move it around. You know, it does fit. It's not a perfect fit, but it does fit. That is awesome. With the Joy Tool here. I suspect a lot of these ones will look a bit big on him. A bit too high. Then it looks a bit strange, but that could work. And it might be too high on the Acid Rain World. I keep dropping these heads. Let's have a look. No. That looks fantastic on the Acid Rain World too. Look at that. Really quite good. And it grips. This one is a long one again, so it'll be the same. Actually, you know what? I'm saying it'll be the same. Let's have a look anyway. Fantastic. Not so great on that one. Again, pretty cool on the 40k figure, and it's not going to be good at all on the Fortnite for this one. This one will look fantastic on the Fortnite. Really menacing on the Fortnite. Won't work on the 40k, know that already, so I won't even try. Should look okay on him. Again, it's going to look a little bit oversized for his body, but that's the figure fault, not the head fault. And it should look pretty cool, and he has to drain just a bit set too low into the shoulders. Hellboy's got the neck, so it won't look that great on the Fortnite at all. That looks pretty bad. However, ooh, I don't think he's going to fit on the 40k because of his beard. The beard gets in the way in the 40k, which is a shame. And this is quite a thin head, so maybe it'll look... If it's sat lower, it could work on that body. And on the Acid Rain World, oh yeah, and that's a proper fit too. That works very nice indeed. And we got these two. So again, this is no neck, so it does look pretty cool on the Fortnite. On the 40k, it's just not going to have anything to grip onto, but it does look pretty good. And it might work on the Joy Toy, actually. On this side of the Joy Toy. Not bad. In fact, the scale, it works better with this because it's like a helmeted head. It's not too bad. And then the Acid Rain World. The armor's in the way, but that just looks great. In fact, the red one might look better on the Acid Rain. Yeah, look at that. Very cool. And then the last one the sort of sci-fi ones go reversed. This one has got the neck peg and it's a bigger hole, so it's not going to fit well. It looks great, but it just doesn't fit. You have to use some PVA glue around that or blue tack to make it stay in place, but that looks good. It will swallow up his neck peg. It might even grip onto his neck. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Now that works so well, this body. But I'll take it back. It works really well, but it looks strange having no armour on his body. This is like a custom joint I did a while back. You see, I didn't bother to sand the joint sensor why the joint's changing colour. They got lazy. And then the 40k, unfortunately, is not going to work with him. Looks quite good, but it's just nothing to grip. And it should work okay with Fortnite figures who are like this. Fantastic, and it grips too. Great bunch of heads by this Kevin Olsen, and very nicely painted indeed by Jacob. So do check out their pages, their links in the video description if you didn't catch them in the top right of the screen earlier when I hopefully managed to put them up there. And if you've got time, check out my Patreon to see all the videos early before they come out on YouTube. And it's free for 7 days. You can cancel anytime in 7 days, and it will have not cost you a single penny. So it is worth checking out just to see what's on there now, then cancelling once you've watched everything, or continue to join if you so choose to help support this little but growing channel of mine. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.